Hi, I'm Tony White from Bonner's Music in Eastbourne in the UK, and with me today I've got Luke Edwards from KORG UK.
Hello.
And very lucky today because Luke has brought down a new keyboard, the KORG PA4X, for us to have a look at. This is a bit of an exclusive. This is the first time that this has been in a music store in the UK, and it's 4 or 5 weeks before it's going to be available to purchase. So we're very excited about it. So I think we're going to have a little play and have a listen to some of the sounds. Are we, Luke?
Yeah, let's go for it.
So Luke, what's new with the PA4X then?
Several new features, massive upgrade from the PA3X. First thing is the screen.
Yeah.
You'll notice it's much larger. It's a widescreen format now. You can also adjust it.
Nice.
And that's the same on both models, exactly the same. It's also widescreen, plus it's much more responsive as well. So everything you're doing on the screen is just instant rather than having to kind of press a little bit like you did on the old one. So that's a really nice thing. But for me, the main upgrade is the sound engine. So
Right.
from the PA3X to the PA4X, we've times the sound memory by 10. So we've got 10 times the amount of memory inside for sounds. So all of the core sounds like the pianos, strings, electric pianos, guitars, electric guitars, they've all been massively upgraded and resampled as well.
Okay.
We've got 80 new styles, and all of the previous styles have been revoiced to reflect the new quality with these sounds.
Are there new drum kits as well?
New
then,
drum kits,
styles?
yeah, new drum kits. And again, this is all possible because we've got such a big memory inside.
Yeah.
We can go into the studio and sample these instruments properly rather than compressing the sounds and looping samples and so on. So
Great.
that's a big upgrade. Another great thing is this new feature called Create Style from MIDI file. So you can take any MIDI file, download it from the internet, stick it into the instrument on a USB key, and then convert that straight into a style which you can play, and it automatically analyzes it to give you 4 different variations, 3 intros, 3 endings, fills, and so on.
What, and it chops it all up automatically?
Automatically, yeah, analyzes the sounds and the structure of the song.
Wow.
And gives you a playable style, which is pretty incredible.
Yes. Well, let's start with the piano because I've heard really good things about this this new sound. So
Yeah, it's a new sample, so yeah, give it a go, see what you think.
let's have a look. Up the top in there, it's beautiful.
So resonant, isn't it?
Beautiful. What's it like down the bottom? Wow. Yeah.
So that's where you really notice it is a proper full length and compressed unlooped sample, because it will just, you just continues on like a regular acoustic piano would do.
Yeah, there's no looping there at all,
No.
is there? That's beautiful, it really is. And up the top there.
Just sparkles, doesn't it?
Really does. And in the middle, I mean. Yeah, great piano sound, really good. I noticed on the screen that it's already got some other sounds ready to.
That's right. When you
ready
go
to
to what's called My Setting,
Yeah.
That's basically zeroes it back to a piano, which is a really nice thing, and it also gives you those other two sounds muted, ready to go, so you can add a pad and some strings if you want to.
So my setting is like your favourite start point.
Exactly, yeah. So it doesn't have to be piano, it could be organ or it could be electric piano, but it's just a really nice kind of way to get back to the kind of original settings. So.
Right, okay. So
and it also boots up with that sound as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's add some strings to the piano then and see how that sounds. Shall we? Let's have a look. Oh, nice. They're warm but bright. It's great. And then what's this other one? Dark pad.
Yeah, so it's more of a pad sound.
Let's think of something. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, really, really good. Actually, that's good. Good.
If you want to adjust levels, so you just touch volume on the screen.
Yeah.
And then you can see levels, but also you can use your physical faders there to control.
Use the screen as well?
You can use the screen as well,
so you can slide up and down with
the
screen.
Or use this.
That's nice and accurate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. It's so. Yeah, good. Yeah, user interface, very intuitive actually, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I like that.
A lot of this is actually taken from the PA4X as well, so it'll be familiar to anyone who's had a PA4X, which is a good thing. We just refined the sound engine really. So.
And it's presented, I just feel it's presented in an easier way than the PA4X.
Yeah. Well, it's bigger for a start, so it helps.
The colour on the screen helps. And also that around the edge, I always used to find it hard, especially with that arrow at the top there, to try and actually get your finger up to select the menu.
Whereas now, because it's full flush, it's much simpler.
Yeah, no, very, very good that. Right, other piano sounds. Should we have a look at some of the other piano sounds?
And have a look in.
Let's
go into the different category.
Right, okay, so are these the same sample but brightened up?
Yeah, some of them are adapted versions of the same piano, but some of them will be completely different.
Solo piano sound.
Yeah, it is. You know that's really going to cut through.
Really good, really good. Oh, nice. That's a Bosendorfer.
Yeah, that's right. It's off the scale. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love the M1 piano. Do you know I've noticed the M1 piano's appeared on a lot of keyboards, but because the sample's been compressed, it's never been quite the same as the original M1.
But obviously we made the original, so we hopefully get it pretty spot on.
Let's see if it sounds the same. Yeah, I've got that. Yeah. It's got that bite. Yeah. Nice. Great. Wow, so many pianos.
And you're still in just the factory section at the moment. So you've got legacy section, which is some of the sounds which are popular from some of the older models.
Right, okay.
And then obviously general MIDI sounds, and then also user sounds, because it's fully editable in the sound section, so there's a hell of a lot in there.
And the user sounds, they are proper, true user sounds, aren't they, in terms of you're not just editing that part, so if you apply filter cutoff to your right-hand part, you're actually editing the raw sound itself.
You are, yeah. You can get right down to oscillator level and do everything.
And then store that as a sound. Yeah.
And it's all fully sampler as well. You can bring your own samples in and start making sounds from scratch. So it's all there.
So let's have a look at the electric pianos then. Is there anything new? Are these new samples?
Yeah, some of these are new. Some of them are taken from the electric piano, the SV1.
Oh, SV1, yeah, nice.
With some of the effects as well from there. Some of them were great already on the PA4X, so we brought them across. So it's a kind of mixture of all of our different technologies.
So let's have a listen to some of these. Oh, nice. That's it. good 70s sound.
Yeah. And the effect's really good as well. It's obviously an important part of the sound. That phase is really nice. A little bit of bite to it.
Nice, that's really, really good. Yeah. Wow. The thing I like about Korg sounds is that they cut through, and
Yeah.
you play. You could use this keyboard in a band.
You could,
don't
that's the
have
thing,
to use
yeah.
it as a style-based keyboard.
That's what's great about it. It's got that more kind of professional angle to it, which you couldn't necessarily say about some of the other keyboards out there like this. But it really stands up against some of the synths that we do as well, which is testament to how good it sounds.
It's got a gutsy sound. I can tell that it's going to work through a PA really well. You
definitely.
know? There we go.
Then the first one is your drawbars.
Let's have a look at drawbars then.
So as you can see, it appears on the screen.
Yep. So. And
these automatically map to your drawbars.
The sliders.
Sliders.
Oh, they've automatically flipped.
Yeah.
It's
quite a neat little feature.
And the rotary speed, how can I change it?
Yeah, you can do it either on the wheel or you have a control on the screen as well.
So if I hit that. Nice. Yes.
Yeah, the voicing in this section has been improved as well from the PA4X.
That's really good, and nice graphics on the screen there as well.
It's really clear, isn't it? You found a nice gospel-y one earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, where was that? Was it BX3 Gospel?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. Let's just take the octave up. And again, if we press this, then nice. That's really warm and creamy, isn't it? That's great. Love it, love it. Right, okay. So lots and lots of organ sounds. What's the theatre organs like this? Wow.
Nice one. Oh, and also the reverb, as you can hear, is massively improved because we're taking it from the Kronos, the overb, which is the reverb. So.
Wow, that's quite a bass note, that, isn't it? Big selection of classical organs.
Yeah, there are actually. Yeah,
it's good. It's good. Right. So, should we move through some of the other categories quickly then? So, what does DNC mean after the voices?
It stands for Dynamic Nuance Control, and it basically allows you to introduce different articulations by using your controllers.
Right.
So, for instance,
nice.
You get your little hammer-on thing there, or harmonics, or if you've got your chords, sound effects like that.
Wow. So how do you do that?
That's it. You have to actually have your hands on the keyboard. That's all. There you go.
Nice.
You've also got vibrato on the aftertouch.
That's a nice solo guitar.
Or you could do it
sound,
here. So just gives you the option. Yeah, it's a great sound.
Right. Okay. So What's the steel guitar like? Oh. And then. Right. So we've got Strats.
Yeah.
These look new.
These are new. We've recorded some Strats and Les Pauls.
Oh. Yeah, great.
Nice muted. A little bit of crunch as well.
It's got yeah.
Which obviously comes from the effects.
The amp modelling doing it. Right. Yeah, really good set of guitar sounds. Whoa, that's got a bit. Telecasters. I like the way that these assignable switches seem to do the same thing on each guitar.
Yeah, it's quite consistent, yeah. So it doesn't take too long to learn what they're all doing.
No, which is really good because in the past there have been inconsistencies, isn't there, where you don't know quite what they're going to do.
And it can just be confusing then, Les Paul as well.
And then what are these ones here? 33X.
Much more kind of distorted.
The amp was a lot more potent, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. If you go into some of the other guitars, like the Strats for example, you'll see when you go into effects. Sorry, my mistake, I'm looking in the wrong place, that's why. It's in mixer, insert effect, there it is. They've moved it, that's why.
Right.
So then you've got your amp, guitar and cabinet, so you've got all the different settings, the type of amp it is. Like I said, we've got a lot of the Vox amps in there. You really notice this when you listen to some of the rock styles and stuff, because you can use these effects in the styles as well.
Right, okay.
So yeah, we'll hear that later, but yeah.
So now, whilst we're talking about effects, can you have more effects at one time?
Yeah, you can have up to 3 insert effects, I think it is.
Right, okay.
And so that's on your kind of sound, but then you've got different blocks as well for your styles.
And so you can have 3 insert effects on your sound, but they're a different set of stuff.
Yeah, then you have master effects, which are like sends for things like reverb and chorus and stuff like that on top of that as well. So there's a lot of flexibility.
And the insert effects can be used on the style parts as well.
Yeah.
Great. Right, let's take a look at the string sounds then.
Yeah, this violin is a new violin sound, so you might want to have a listen to this.
Very nice.
Yeah. If you actually connect the notes though, so you play an octave.
Nice.
Play a scale for you.
Wow. So that's triggering if I play legato.
That's right. If you don't connect the notes, then it won't do it. Yeah.
I'll try try now with connecting it.
And then if you go down,
like that. Wow, oh, I like that.
clever,
That's
clever
really
stuff.
good.
Plus you've got your switchable articulations as well.
Okay.
So
if I press this on while I'm playing. Ah.
so you can bring those in when you like, if you want to. Yeah.
And does the wheel do anything?
Yeah, that's tremolo.
And
So a little turn.
love
Right,
it. That's great, isn't it?
It's really cool.
Okay, what about
String
ensemble
section.
strings?
So real strings is what you want.
Okay.
Check this out.
Let's,
So you play,
Clarity is
yeah,
amazing.
if you play nice and legato like that, it works really well. But if you play something a little bit more percussive, then it will react to that. And you really get a lot of feedback, don't you? It's very expressive.
and I see that it's DNC, so
Yeah,
these
again,
switches will do something.
yeah.
Will they? So.
That's spiccato, this one. Yeah.
Nice.
Pizzicato.
So you've got a whole string section.
You have, yeah, at your
Within
disposal.
one sound.
Within one sound. Plus, if you want to separate them out, they're all individual sounds as well later on in the listing. So you've got your choice.
Oh, so all these individual samples are available
Yeah,
separately.
yeah.
Very, very expressive.
Yeah,
Really,
it's really
really
nice.
nice.
That Epic soundtrack one's quite cool.
So what does this do then? So
It's basically a layer of lots of different sounds and sound effects, yeah,
Yep.
with velocity switching.
that's amazing. Sounds like a film soundtrack.
Exactly, yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
it? That's clever. That's got
Very
some
inspiring for
drums.
kind of like
Yeah.
sketching out ideas as well.
Nice. Brilliant. Yeah, have hours of fun on this.
Yeah.
This is great.
Still only on the first page.
Wow. Okay, so,
yeah,
these are.
They're the individual, versions of what you just heard.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh, the orchestral tutti one's quite nice as well.
What's that? Oh, nice. Take that up. Ah, cross section. Great.
So some choirs a little bit later as well.
Oh, are there?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, this one.
lyrical choir. Let's have a look at that. That's a little vibrato on
Yeah,
there as
and then
well,
you've also got this one, which is like just a kind of, it's called hum choir, so it's just
isn't it? Oh, it's a
trying
nice
to
pad,
close.
isn't it?
Yeah.
that'd be nice with
it's lovely layered.
a MIDI grand or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right, what's the cello like? This.
Have a go.
Yeah. The clarity of these orchestral sounds is up there with the best
It is,
keyboards.
yeah.
It really is. Wow.
Then you can see some combinations of sounds as well.
Okay.
So strings and horns together. These sounds are really useful when you're stacking a lot of sounds together and because you're still only using one slot.
Well, you can of course layer 3 together, can't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's still only one, even though you've used two sounds. So
did I see there are some soprano sounds?
Yeah, there's some.
Right. So, any other sections of voices you think we should?
Yeah, probably the brass are worth looking
Okay.
at. You've got two separate brass sections. You've got the trumpets and trombones, and then you've got full brass sections. So,
so you solo sounds then.
so the brass.
What's this? A brass ensemble.
Yeah, brass ensemble. Yeah.
So,
Then your DNC. So
what do we have here?
four.
The fours,
Yeah. So
Nice.
And then I'm guessing you have
Ah,
nice shake. So you'll find that a lot of the sections are like the strings and some of the other sections where the DNC controls play a big part in making the sounds realistic.
wow. Very, very good. You can just tell they're going to cut through.
Absolutely,
through a
got
PA,
so
you
much
know,
punch.
Really.
Which is
really
what you
good.
want for stabs, especially.
Yes. Nice. Okay. And solo brass sounds?
Yep. Yeah.
Just like the violin then.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I want to, let's go back into Street Soul then, and let's just make use of these four sounds and see what it gives me. That great. That string sound was so warm.
Really nice, aren't they? Yeah.
It felt like that was possibly using some kind of ensemble, was it?
I think it's just playing octaves. I think it's just playing two parts in octaves. So yeah.
Sounded great.
Good, that
really
thick
good.
sound.
Right. Okay. Let's have a look at some of these other styles in here, and it's let's try going on soul then.
Yeah.
So that's like. Sound that we got. I'll tell you, let's do this one again.
Start with variation one, shall we?
Yeah. good feel to the rhythms.
Yeah, they've got a real kind of musicality about them, haven't they? Rather than your kind of traditional, you know, rigid form. They've got a real feel.
Let's check out some of the rock ones then.
Yeah.
So,
again, this is where these new guitar effects come into play a lot. You'll hear that in a minute when you start listening to them.
well, one that jumps out at me is Highway Hell.
Yeah,
Let's give
go on.
that
Here we
a go, shall we? So intro 1. Let's go into variation 1 then. Let's hit a chord. So really hear the effects. It's
Grand.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So easy to create backing tracks, or if you're going out with a duo or
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
something. Let's have a look. What else have we got here? What's Killer Rock?
Try that one. Killers, I think.
Sounds we got here. Give that
Great brass sounds. Yeah.
excellent. Let's carry on looking at the dance rooms then. So party anthem.
Yeah, give that one a go. That's pretty cool.
Let's have a look. Right. What I do like though is you've got these sliders over here.
That's right.
So
and they're all labelled with the
break the
different
rhythms
parts
down.
you can see. So yeah, now you can see them on the screen, all the
So
different levels.
Let's have another listen to that. Right, and then what? Using these sliders, I can
Just bring them
bring
in
them
out.
in now.
Yeah.
Excellent. So let's maybe have some bass, percussion.
You can also revoice it from here as well.
Ah, so you can actually revoice it from that
Yeah.
same
So
page.
if you leave it going,
Yeah. Right, let's bring that bass down a bit.
and then if you do change it,
Yep.
say you're messing around and think, oh, I've wrecked it, you can just press original sound set.
Oh, yeah.
It goes back to where you were. DJ now.
Yeah. DJ. I need a baseball cap on the wrong way around, don't I? Right, okay. Actually, that could be really useful, not just in the dance music, but the rock and all.
It's good for anything because you might find a style sometimes where it sounds amazing, but there's far too much going on for what you want to do. So you just rip out some parts or change the sounds.
I'm just going to pick one at random.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's bring them all down. So I'm just going to bring the drums in, or a bit of percussion.
Yeah.
Let's see what sounds I've been given on this page, shall we? So if I go back to the... How do I get back to my main page?
You just press keyboard set and then you're back to there. And then that, and then you're back to it.
Now
you need to go back to volume there. That's it, yeah.
So much you can do with it.
It's so nice because you can even do that stuff on the fly, or then obviously save that as a snapshot, that configuration into your songbook, and then you've got your kind of new song that you're ready to go with. So.
And the other thing is, of course, you said about you can revoice the styles.
Yeah.
So if we just have a listen to the drums, then I can revoice.
Just touch that, touch it again, and you'll go into the kits.
So that's using the funk kit.
Yeah.
But let's change that to something different, a pop kit or vintage. So we get a completely different feel to that. That's that one rhythm, studio kit.
Much drier kind of funk sound.
Then, so we've got a guitar there which is playing here. Change that.
Yeah.
Great groove.
Yeah, it is really good.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so very, very powerful that.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well in the next video I think we're going to move on to some of the more traditional styles then.
Okay, yeah.
So the big bands and the jazz and the ballads and things, so let's see you in the next video. Section here, so let's start off with a rhythm called country strum, and this is ideal for a nice carpenter's rhythm, nice carpenter's song. Here we go. So Luke, just in a nutshell, what's new with this keyboard?
Yeah, loads of new features. First of all, the screen.
Yep.
So it's a much bigger screen, widescreen format, and the touch sensitivity of it is much improved as well. So it's much more like a tablet now.
Very bright.
Very bright. Yeah, easy to see. Adjustable as well. So depending what you're doing, if you're travelling or moving it around, obviously put it flat. But then depending on the lighting in your room or what angle you're sat at, you can angle it and then kind of fix it in at that angle. Same on both models as well, the 61 and the 76, this screen, which is really nice. The other big upgrade is the sounds. So we've improved the sounds tenfold from the PA3X. So the PA4X is basically 10 times as powerful, if you like. And that really comes across in a lot of your acoustic type sounds, the things that you use a lot with these type of rhythms, things like pianos, guitars, strings, all the drums are newly sampled as well. So we've really gone to town on improving the sound engine.
Well, we're going to focus on the styles in this particular video. And we have made another video which you should see on YouTube somewhere, which showcases the sounds.
Absolutely.
And what we're going to do is we're going to stick with the ballroom and the traditional type sounds and rhythms and the big band and things. So
cool.
Let's how about we dive in with an English waltz? That sounds like a good thing,
Nice.
doesn't it? So selected English waltz on the screen. And as you can see on the screenshot there, that you've got 4 sounds on the bottom there: strings,
Absolutely.
piano, guitar, strings and bells. So it gives you 4 presets ready to play.
It does.
So
It gives you 4 suggestions, all voiced from us. But of course, you can overwrite those if you want to.
Well, let's play a chord
listen.
and see what happens. So just nice short snippets. That's all we're going to do.
Yeah, just give you a flavour of the sound quality.
Let's carry on with the ballroom section, shall we? How about a quick step?
Yeah, there we are.
So that's nice. Again, 4 different sounds this time because I chose a quick step.
Yeah.
And as Luke says, you can replace those sounds with your own ones if you want to, so that every time you call up the quick step, it will give you the sounds that you want.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's have a go with the quick step. I love the way that you can change sound so quickly, and when you press ending, it just ends. Like that.
That's right. And you have choice of endings and intros, of course.
Yeah.
So intro 1 and ending 1, they're kind of full blown. Usually quite a few bars of setting the scene nicely. Intro 2 and ending 2, you can actually play your own chords in the intros and ending, which are really nice. To kind of signpost it towards the song that you're going to do a little bit more. And then intro 3 and ending 3 is the one you've been using so far, and they just kind of just give you a count in, and then at the end will round it off quite quickly if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, all within the same bar, which is great.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some other rhythms that are in this section. Jive. Let's take a little look at the jive one. So another favourite here. Let's just use the nice organ sound there from a famous organ manufacturer, I should think.
It's the organ manufacturer.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm not going to use an intro. In fact, let's use intro 3 this time.
Yeah, okay.
Nice short one. Let's go. So it just ends, right? Yeah, brilliant. No hanging around. Let's move through to here we go.
Foxtrot.
Okay, so foxtrot rhythm then. Again, 4 sounds ready to go.
Yeah.
A little bit of Mac the Knife, I think. Here we go. press the transpose button now. Here we go. And we'll change the variation on the rhythm. Right, so I think this is a nice point to maybe show how we can change the volumes of what's happening in the backing and cut things in and out.
Yeah, you can easily get in there and actually see exactly what's going on and then revoice it and, like you say, remix it if you want to. So the way that you do that is you press volume on the screen so you can see your levels, but at the moment we're looking at the levels of the upper parts, so your keyboard parts. So all you need to do is press track select button.
Yep.
And then they go to this screen, which then...
so those are all the style parts. So
yes.
now these sliders are controlling the style
exactly,
parts.
yeah. So you've got a
Done
drum
that
part,
automatically.
percussion part, bass part, and then all your accompaniment parts as well.
Okay.
And then to see what instrument is on each one, you just touch the screen, and then it tells you at the top here.
Oh, great. Well,
and then obviously you can change that if you want to.
Let's get the rhythm going then, and we'll have a listen. Right, so that rhythm's got quite a lot going on in it, hasn't it? And maybe too much for some songs.
Yeah.
So we can just use the sliders to take things. There we go.
Yeah, so you can keep
I'll take it all off and then maybe we'll just bring in the bass.
build it up again, yeah.
Right, a bit of drums. And sometimes it's nice to just play with bass and drums, isn't it?
Exactly, if you want that kind of trio feel.
Yeah,
definitely.
so if I get a piano sound,
yeah,
and I've got my bass and drums. And that's still using the foxtrot rhythm, but it's giving a completely different feel.
Yeah, which is great for, like, you know, kind of honing it for different tunes. So
yes,
which
use the same rhythm, lots of tunes, but sounds different every time.
Yeah.
So now let's go back to the track select then. So we could change that saxophone for another voice, you say, if we wanted to.
So
let's have the saxophone on its own with the bass and drums.
So if you wanted to change that, just touch it and again, and then you're into your sound select, just as you would be selecting a sound.
Completely different, maybe maybe an accordion or something, just because I think that at least we'll hear a big difference, hopefully. There we go.
Yeah.
So that's very easy to do. Can I save that though?
You can then save that as a songbook entry.
Right.
And the easiest way to do that is just hold down songbook.
Yeah.
This is a new edition as well, and it takes you straight into there. You can give it a name, press OK, and then it's into your songbook, which you can then recall.
And naming looks easy because
it
it
just
looks
text.
Oh, look at that! We've got a keyboard on
and
there.
again, this is where the big screen again comes into play because it's just so much easier to see.
Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's
it's
good.
a funny name to put in there. Oh no.
Yeah.
And then you just press OK, and you've saved your setting.
Great.
Easy as that.
That's really simple, and that's something that people will use quite a lot, I think.
Absolutely,
it's a useful feature.
It's a great way to customise it easily to your needs.
I'm going to have a look quickly in the jazz section.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some of these big band rhythms. Here's Mood Swing.
Yep.
Which, guessing by it, sounds like it could be for In the Mood, by any chance.
Yeah.
There we go. So let's have a listen to the intro. We go again.
Yeah.
So that's Jive Bunny. That was. Wasn't
it was, yeah, the remix version. Yeah.
Very good though. good big band. Let's have a look. Let's just try. Let's
This
try
is a
a
nice
ballad.
one. This is a nice one.
Yeah, Duke's ballad. And maybe I'll have a muted trumpet. I like the sound. Oh,
It's got that DNC2 thing again.
nice.
So, yeah.
So lovely. Okay, let's have a little intro then.
It's just giving a countdown there. Oh,
Now it's come back.
yeah, exactly. And in.
Change to a different sound. Piano. Yeah, we have a different rhythm. Vibes.
Nice.
Sax. So there you go. That's the bebop rhythm. That
Loving those
certainly
drum
goes-
solos in the middle of it. It's great, isn't it?
Great,
Yeah.
isn't it? Well, lastly, let's just have a quick look at some of the Latin.
Oh, the Latin, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. A guitar bossa, or let's have a look. Just try cool bossa. Let's give that a go. Let's have an octave piano. Do you know what I'm really finding is how easy it is to use. Whilst I'm playing, I can easily change sound.
Because this is literally the first time you've actually looked at
Yeah,
it,
I
isn't
haven't
it?
seen it before, so
yeah,
it's great.
so you're flying around it.
So yeah, everything you need to hand.
Yeah.
It's just so it's so clear to see the screen from any angle as
Yeah,
well.
that's right.
Yeah, it's very nice. So let's just do one before we end the video. Let's just have a look, see if there's one more Latin rhythm. There we go, rumba. That'll be
Rumba,
nice. Piano and strings. That's nice set up ready for me. Let's go down an octave with my octave shift buttons there. Go with the clarinet. I'd like to thank Luke from KORG UK very much for bringing this down to us, because this has been a bit of an exclusive, because this keyboard isn't actually available in the UK for another 5 or 6 weeks yet. So we are taking pre-orders on them now, but we're very lucky to have had this opportunity to be able to play it to you and demonstrate it to you. So we will take part exchange keyboards. So if you're interested in changing your existing Yamaha or Roland, Technics, or even KORG for this new PA4X, then just give us a call. You'll find all our details in the description of this movie, also on our website, or better still, come down and actually try it for yourself in the shop. We should have one in the shop ready for you to actually come and play early November. Okay, from me, I'm Tony at Bonners.
And from me, Luke Edwards at KORG UK.
Thank you very much for watching this movie, and we'll see you again soon.